So we're sitting here at Kastrup Airport, Copenhagen, in the PMDG 737 on purpose because it's quite a complex plane. And if we look on the outside, we got the airport behind us, got a little bit of frame drop, but it's coming up again here. So without further ado, let's take off here, get some movement going on here, and then we'll go over these settings here shortly. I'm not gonna say these are the settings you should copy, these are the ones which are the best, all the rest is crap. No, it's just sharing my settings here and giving some tips and tricks which you can try out at least. Just write your settings which you have now in a notepad file, make a picture of it or something. I will go over the settings I'm using here in just a second, and how you could improve it for your system. I'm here with a laptop with the RTX2060, so if you have an RTX2060 you can just copy it straight away, desktop version let's say, and give it a try. Then it will work for sure, because the RTX2060 in the laptop is not the same as with the desktop version. So taking off here, we got like 24, 25, it's not ideal, I know, but we got decent graphic settings here, looking fine here with a little bit of sunset. So we got some light up inside, well, from the airport as well. So we got a 24, 20. What I'm gonna do here for now is switch off reshade. That gives me just a little bit extra here. Got the default colors here now showing up. It's quite a complex. We got trees, we got sun, we got some water, everything here basically. And turning to Copenhagen, which is a add-on airport for me. Just showing you here a little bit what looks like here. All right, pretty low here, but still for me it's working out, so to say. And the good part is we can even add some clouds, and it will make much of a difference here. So if we go to scattered clouds, for example, take some time obviously, and boom, we're back at the same FPS more or less. We got this really detailed flight Tampa airport there, and while we're climbing out we'll go all the way up to 35, 36 FPS here easily. We look on the outside here, that's pretty bad, but if we give it a little bit of time to catch up here. Okay, UI is set, because while I was testing I was not experiencing anything like that. Just going back here for a second. Okay, that was kind of weird, but anyway, now we're looking good again. So the settings here, general options, data, I have a rolling cache set at 8 GB, and then graphic settings, I didn't change anything in Windows. No NVIDIA control panel, no Windows settings whatsoever. I don't know, I was working with it for days when it was SU 12 and 13, and I just simply don't touch it anymore. Anti-aliasing at TAA, that's the best obviously still. Render scaling 100, AMD at 50, VSync off, and this one on. I'm using DirectX 11 because if I use 12 it will bump up the GPU memory all the way till the limit, and I get more dips than now already. So train level of detail is 90, yeah, and the recording of the video is taking off like 2-3 FPS, something like that. Objects level of details 100, these are all high, and then if you come down here we got high ultra 16:4x4 ultra medium 768 256 medium high. You can just pause the video and copy it. And then if you have a better system and you're starting off with these settings, you can bring this one up to 120 and this one to 120. Run it again for a couple minutes because it takes time to adjust. And then start bumping up these to ultra by the one which you prefer the most. If you're flying in a dense area where there's a lot of buildings, you can consider bringing the buildings up to ultra. If you're doing some low and slow GA flying in a mountainside, you can put this one at ultra. And go from there, bring them all up one by one and see where the limit is. I was trying to get something like graphic presets, because if I'm flying with the Cessna, it will be a lot more FPS compared to with the PMDG 737 now. If I will fly with the Cessna in the menu, I will bring this one already to 120 and this one to 120, and I bring the trees, grass and buildings all up to ultra, and I can manage with 35, 36 FPS easily. For me, we'll make an unrealistic turn back here, just bank angle call. Yeah, we'll start descending here a little bit, fly towards the Danish coast here back. Got the bridge showing up there. We'll do a little bit more showcasing of the FPS here, what it looks like. While we have the clouds here as well. And as you notice, the clouds are not making a major difference here. And that was what I was working on while setting up these graphic settings. That I want to fly with live weather and don't get affected too much. That I need to change settings all the time when there's some clouds coming up during the flight. Can switch off the clouds again here. Well, getting a bit of overspeed here. We're still running flaps 5. We'll switch off the clouds to expose a little bit more from the area itself, let's say. Clear skies, there we go. Okay, that takes some time of course again. And we're back at about 29. So this is set up with a limit on a very busy airport. I'm fine with this 30 FPS because when I'm at 10,000 feet or more, it's going only more and more up. One thing what I'm doing if I'm running this live traffic from fly-by-wire is using my overclocking software. I will link the video in the description down below. It's not harmful to use a little bit of overclock. And then when I'm away, passing 10,000 feet, I switch off the overclocking and I can manage easily. It's just when I bring in live traffic now, it will go to 25-ish, 27. And yeah, now we're doing the same without the traffic running here. So quite a dense area here. We got some trees. We got the Fly Tampa add-on airport, which is really detailed and taking up a lot of detail here. Of course, the airport is empty now, but as you can see, we got good FPS here. No stuttering in the moving around. Yes, obviously the frames drop, but looking fine here. So just a quick little video here showing the SU14 settings I'm using, just sharing, do whatever you want with it. I think if we share all a little bit what we are experiencing, might help each other a little bit with this, so to say. Alright, good luck with the settings, hope you can find some sweet spot for you, and see you in a future video. Thanks for watching.